Hello there, Jacob here from Firebrand Astrology, Tarot and Healing. What a week we had last week in regards to the homophobic hate crime that saw 49 people get shot and killed in Orlando. Other things going on globally. Here in the UK we had an MP who has only been elected a year ago, who was a bright star and who really was for the people, and got shot and killed by a right-wing extremist on Thursday. What a week. It's like the gates of hell have been opened up and all the demons and monsters have come out. We've had the Yod this week focusing on Mars and Scorpio. It goes away but comes back again when Mercury comes into the mix in a weeks or two time. Now Mercury's up to speed in Gemini. So again, the focus will be on Scorpio, the underworld, all of this, a lot of fears, anxieties, hatred has come up in the last week. The duality of life, so in some respects it's for Gemini energy, the good and the bad twin, the duality of life, the light and the dark, and all of this, We move into Cancer this week, with Venus already having gone into Cancer. The Sun is following. Venus is moving ahead of the Sun now. Remember, we need to be putting love ahead into the future, putting love into the future while Venus is ahead of the Sun until March next year. Okay, so this long transit of Venus appearing to be ahead of the Sun. So we have on Sunday we have a full moon at the tested degree of Sagittarius. So on Sunday will test our beliefs again in regards to many things, and then shortly after the full moon we have the summer solstice or winter solstice if you're in the southern hemisphere. We have the summer solstice, we have the longest day or the shortest day depending on where you are in the world, and it's a halfway point between the equinoxes and astrologically significant. So we're moving into a more nurturing energy because we're at the Sun and Venus in Cancer. Okay, I haven't been in work very much this week because of illness and stuff. As you can see, we have lots of red lines, lots of squares. We have the grand square in place still. We have the energy of Mercury coming into the square now. Mercury is speeding ahead. He is up to speed now, which means he's catching up with the Sun and Venus. Our thoughts are catching up. We're beginning to get some time to reflect and catch up on what's been going on. Again, we're dealing with, what we have been for the last couple of weeks, depending on where the kind of 14, 15, 16, 17 degrees of Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces and Gemini are in your chart. We're dealing with those energies of kind of reality against illusion, kind of thoughts against beliefs, working with all of those energies in terms of what's going on. We have Chiron now semi-sextiling Uranus, so we're really being called to heal in a different way, in a more innovative way. We've been called to heal humanity. Humanity's been called into question this week in a big way. People have used Orlando to promote their own agendas, and people are aware of this. People are asking where's the humanity in this? Where's the humanity in using the deaths of 49 people to promote your own individual agenda, whatever that is, you know? This is a whole of humanity kind of wondering what's going on. We have the moon, you know, like I said, at the start of the week, at the very end of Sagittarius. As we move into Tuesday, you know, we have the Sun and Venus still together, but in Cancer now, asking us to nurture ourselves, look at how we nurture ourselves, what love we put into nurturing who we are and what we're about. You know, by Wednesday, Mercury is at 15 degrees, and he is opposing Saturn, squaring Neptune, squaring the North Node, squaring the South Node, squaring bloody Jupiter, so we have a grand square again. So, you know, at some point this week, I would say another global incident will occur, another big global incident that will call into question our humanity. We're being called into question our beliefs, with people promoting these agendas at the moment. You know, people are questioning what they're believing because there's not two sides to each story. There's now 5 or 6 different sides to everything that's going on. 5 or 6 different theories about why this thing has happened. Was it an Islamic terrorist? Was it an FBI plot? Was it this in the UK we're having? Was it really a far right extremist, or was it a government person who killed her because of the EU vote? You know, there's all these different theories and beliefs coming up, and it is causing stress and anxiety because people are questioning and not really sure what is going on. It really is kind of down the rabbit hole time, really, you know. By the time we get to Thursday, the moon has gone through Capricorn and is into Aquarius now, so sort of Tuesday, Wednesday time, the moon will cross over Pluto, which means that we will put some emotion and feeling into our transformation, and this will be quite intense with the moon going over Pluto again, and we've been in Capricorn. You know, again, government and organisations and business will be involved, so probably we'll hear something about some dodgy business deal or some, you know, politician being linked in with something not nice, you know. Okay, so I'm having to check each day on my phone with a thing. Again, you know, we have, remember we still have the Jupiter-Pluto trine. This is going on throughout this period, you know, and the Jupiter-Pluto trine is really calling us to expand the transformation we're making in our lives, and the transformation being expanded. So all of this, anything that's going on in your personal life, you know, upheaval, confusion, not knowing where you are, the feeling of despair about the global picture, feeling of despair of whatever's going on in your life at the moment, all of this is for the bigger picture. You know, it is calling for an expansion of transformation, individual transformation, global transformation, transformation on an individual basis of who we are, and transforming the planet and the global situation. All of this stuff is happening to make us aware of what's going on, to make us aware of homophobia, of racism, of corporate misdealings, of economic inequality, of religious tensions. It's making us aware of it. You know, it's out in the open. You know, Pluto is uncovering it all. You know, but the square is making us aware of what's real, what's not real, what's disillusionment, where our thoughts are, where our beliefs are. You know, this is all very critical on a global scale. It's a very critical time. It feels fucking tense and fucking hurtful and really fucking, you know, really difficult in some respects, but you know, it is the bigger picture. You know, Sunday next week, the moon goes into Pisces, so again, it's going to be on the square. You know, it's like in Pisces, where we're going to put emotions into our dreams and react and disillusionment and all that Pisces energy of, you know, where we're addicted to things, where we're disillusioned, where we need to call into our Christ conscious energy, because it's going to be opposing the Virgo stuff, square in Mercury, square in Saturn, you know, and this is next weekend, you know, so, you know, this theme has been going on for a few weeks because of the, because of the grand square. We've had the Sun, Venus, and Mercury all activate the top of the square in Gemini. We've got the North Node and Jupiter close together in Virgo, not moving that fast. We've got Neptune and the South Node in Pisces, not moving that fast. You've got Saturn in Sagittarius, not moving that fast. Obviously, the Sun, Mercury, Venus move a lot faster, so they're activating that part of it. Thankfully, there'll be nothing else to go through Germany once Gemini, once once Mercury has gone through. So in some respects, the square will ease. It'll be a T square, not a grand square, but it will start to ease. Jupiter will begin to move out of the picture as well. And once Jupiter builds up speed and gets slipping through Virgo, by the end of the summer, Jupiter will be into Libra, so that'll be interesting. So, you know, that the theme has been pretty constant for the last few weeks, you know. The only minor differences with the Sun, Venus, and the Moon really kind of changing signs and changing a little bit of the focus. But, you know, we really need to nurture ourselves this week with the Cancer energy, with the Sun and Venus being in Cancer. You know, it is restart time to nurture ourselves, to help us recover really from all of the stuff that has happened in the last few weeks. This is what I call the Merlin deck. Any of you who know me and my little idiosyncrasies and eccentricities and my warped sense of humour, this is what I call the Merlin deck, because it reminds me of Merlin times, you know. Okay, right, so this one flew out. Okay, yeah, you see, we have a six of swords, you know, the six of swords is really about recovery, you know, recovering from illness or recovering from trauma, upset events. So this is really looking at us recovering from what we've been going through and what's been happening over the last few weeks. We have the Five of Pentacles here, you know, and the Five of Pentacles is about asking for help. In the light community, or the light worker community, or the spiritual community, or whatever you want to call it, there is sometimes this kind of sense of ego of I'm so great, I'm so wonderful, I'm so spiritually evolved, I don't need help, I know it all, I know all the answers, and blah 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 blah. And this is calling out the bullshit in this, we all need help sometimes, We wouldn't all be on planet Earth if we were perfect. We wouldn't all be here at this time on this planet if we were perfectly evolved on a conscious level, on a spiritual level. We would be off the planet. We wouldn't be here. We wouldn't need to be here. We'd be away. We're all learning. We're all growing. We're all at different stages. And that is what the Eight of Pentacles is saying to us. He's studying. He's got all the things here. He's still studying, he's still learning, he's still working, he's still doing it. So, we need to ask for help. We need to work together and ask for help and help each other and work together to help the planet. The Earth, Earth. The pentacles are Earth elements. So this really is kind of, asking us to do that. And the Six of Swords is about our thoughts and our mental processes and allowing our mental, intellectual, thought-based energies rest this week. Sun, Venus into Cancer, out of Gemini. Yeah, Mercury will be in Gemini, but Mercury belongs in Gemini. Gemini is ruled by Mercury. So Gemini and Mercury are friends and like being together. So Mercury going through Gemini is asking us to heal our thoughts, transform our thoughts, and recover our thought process. Thank you.